Hey mister, give me a ride to the other side of town, to a little village outside the cities where I live right now. I've got a family I've got to feed, got a bag of worms and a bag of greens. Well, I gotta get some to my baby girl. I must have been high, I must have been so high to understand the words he said to me. He told me to call, he said that I should call, he told me to call anytime to shoot.
I'm gonna go to the city of Litchfield, 1 hour west of Wayzata, Minnesota, on Highway 12, and look at a bus. 1962 Greyhound.
On a rainy ass day, gonna look for a tour bus. There's my bus. I like that blue, big old Greyhound.
How cool is that bus? Look at that bus.
You crazy Johnny with the bus?
I am! You must be rock star David K.
I'm trying. See if I can get both hands on camera. Look at them treads.
5,000 miles on those tires.
That's not much.
The body even looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, the body's great, you know, for the most part, for being 50 years old.
Can you see me, Johnny?
I can.
Videographer? Maybe you want to come on tour with me. I'll pay you to come with me with them.
Try the brakes out before we get to the intersection.
He's nervous. I'm looking over here instead of the road.
Do you think anybody ever really wants to be a rock star?
I think they want the parking. They want the groupies.
Do you think so?
I think they want the rock star parking. Don't you ever just don't you just pull up and all of a sudden there's a
No,
spot right in front?
I don't think I ever met I never met a rock star, legitimate rock star, and I've met a few in my time, as you can imagine. Most of the ones I've met became rock stars because they had this initial love for playing an instrument. It was, in my case, I had Blue Suede Shoes by Elvis.
And that was it?
And that was the end of my catapults and riding bikes and bows and arrows and climbing trees and doing all the stuff that I was doing like a regular kid. Spring, like March, April, May, '74, the band was in it. It was the band.
So the band was in it.
Yeah. It was a real band then. There weren't any leaders. There was 4 guys. We had the whole world in our hands. Everywhere we played sold out.
And the great thing that you read about is that, and you've heard a million people say it since, oh my God, they sound like the Beatles. I mean, and when people say it about bands that don't have anything near the sound, but they've copped some kind of piece or an ELO kind of sound or something.
Well,
but
you know what?
You guys really were
ELO copied the Beatles. There's no doubt about it. You know, you can't think he probably admits that. You know, they just went ahead and did direct copies of the Beatles. I grew up a half a mile from John Lennon. I played on Penny Lane as a kid, and I learned to play the guitar at Pigeon's house, and he lived literally round the corner from Penny Lane. And we'd go up there and play our guitars on the corner. This is how close to it we were. We were both members of the Cavern. You know, we were both.
You know, the band as a group, they just want to continue being, what shall we say, like a traveling band. You know, they just want to be on the road forever, I think. I don't have any aspirations to want to do that all the time, because I think emotionally, after 40 years on the road, you either become like a journeyman musician, or you carry on just being as inventive as possible. And I'm the latter, you know. I'm very sort of into being inventive. I don't think I just want to play shows that I was doing years ago and just repetition. There's no real path in the immediate future as to how music should get out there. The record companies are not as dominant as they were, so the way to get music out there is by the internet. And so I decided to work with musicians. Just most of them I've never met. You know, I just meet them via the internet, and they send me their musical ideas. And if it registers with me, and I'll sing stuff right away, and then send it back, and then we sort of do that 2 or 3 times, and until we get into a really good position that we feel the music's finished and the song and the lyric and everything work. So, you know, over a period of it's just a different way of making music, you know. Tour after tour after tour, you know, your brain starts to get mushy. And, you know, there's a lot of crazy things out there, you know.
Who kind of excited you, and who did you aspire to be like?
When we were just starting up in London as a band, you know, I'd been with my first band for 6 years then, and I'd traveled all over Europe. So by the time I got back, in Europe, I'd seen Wes Montgomery, I'd seen Nina Simone, I'd seen Jimi Hendrix. You know, you see these people, oh boy, did they make you wait, you know, to make you think, gosh, to be able to be part of that profession that creates these amazing, talented people. And then, I think at the time in London, one of the big bands called Family, and I just thought it'd be great to be as big as them.